Okay, guys, I said I'm going to read the manuscript that I'm going to be reading some from this paper here to just make it what you call a summary that is not too much of a heavy lift. In a nutshell, today we're talking about turning around, turning Nigeria around. It's a task that must be done. So, should be hey, God is like sick bakwati, got to sick bakwati, but yeah, manani bobo Nigeria, Bashika modu, the band titika modu, the band titika mo yam. So to keep Nigeria one is a task that must be done. There is no, there's no second guessing that. I don't want to be too crafty about that. That's it is what it is. We're going to have to turn that country around one way or the other, because that's only what we have. It's the only country that we have, and we cannot say we're not going to do anything about that. Like I said, I was very hesitant to pull these punches because of the fact that those people who are taking on the issue of Nigeria keep forgetting that Nigeria is not supposed to be a country. It's supposed to be the entire continent of Africa is supposed to be one single country. But what they did was to divide the place into 56 countries. And inside the 56 countries, there are what you call tribal differences. The tribal, he said that's why they have this Nigerian flag. So Nigeria, we hail thee, although their native land, both tribal and tongue made thee for him brother who we stand. Nigeria, so you know, that was then, that was what they were talking about. So we're talking about that now, and in the context of Nigeria shouldn't have been a country. Some people have bitterly, I'm not bitter about that. So I have trouble calling out Nigeria. Instead of that, I call out the people of African descent. And I'll continue to stay in that realm of things because I believe that's the way to go. Because if you quickly start putting an enclave, a hamlet into the biggest drawout, you will be neglecting the power that we collectively, as people of African descent globally, can pull together. The second issue I was taking on was the original sin of slavery. In that context, I did say that I have a problem with that too, because a lot of the people who are in the diaspora that have come to other parts of the world don't buy into it. They believe that for them to successfully make it, they need to defuel the original sin of slavery. And they've successfully done that. And those people who have inside their head that are now struggling to make individual a success story end up having an upper hand over those people who are not paying attention to how we got here. You gotta, if you don't know your history, your future is dimmed. You gotta be able to have your history, and then that's where you can move forward. So if you're dealing with somebody else who is writing your history for you because you are being individualistic with them, you may have just missed the opportunity to be able to make your people a better people. And that's the area where That's my submission on that. That's my take on that. And I'm never going to ever change my mind on that, because I believe that a lot of people who have come from Africa, who came to America, when they are dealing with people of African descent, they are either on the surface of trying to trying to pretty much, they're not able to transition and break bread with them. Some of them, you have a father who's black, you have a mother who's black, you have a son who's black, a daughter who's black, you are black, your wife is black, your neighborhood is all black in Nigeria, only to come here and you just went into a denial. I'm not black. That's a key word there. How are you going to be able to change that? We're going to have to chip it little by little. We'll get there. So I was, like I said, there are 3 prompts today to discuss. One was women. And in the women enclave, the only thing I can take away from it is that, as I said over and again, is that women were the first people to be thrown under the bus. And the reason they did that was because they felt that women should be rearing children. But without them knowing what the conspiracy they were talking behind their back, and telling that women are not equal to men, on the long run, it just takes. And it is not unlikely, due to the fact that they were talking about what they call the lies that the women believes in, or the lies that most men believes in. Because most men, when you're a little boy, they start telling you how much they would rather prefer your son bringing a girlfriend at home, or your wife or your daughter bringing a boyfriend home. That's changed now, but we need to make the changes to stick. I said I was going to take the issue up of what you call the science, technology, and math. You guys already know where I'm going to go with that. We got thrown under the bus. Our technology was taken away from us. They used to go and now sit down on it in another part of the world. Now we are now ready to take things to reverse the engineer the damage. That's where I go when it comes to science, technology, and math. Not only that, I'm sitting on it from the angle that I will build the one who's going to be the godfather who will turn science, technology, engineering, and math upside down. That's where I'm coming from. Okay, I was out of there trying to fix that camera, and I forgot to wish everybody a happy Valentine's Day today, and we hope that when eating your Valentine's sweets, don't remember to challenge your cup, your significant other, that in the future there's a purchase that the family is going to make, And the family is going to get involved in a new frontier. And that frontier is going to be the soul train. Let's see, oh buddy, oh pal. It's a little bit crazy. Omi oho emi oko, omi oho emi oko, aheri wa wọ́n para wa oho emi oko, kọmúradó rẹ̀ lu òyìnbó, ó fi lọ́kọ́ lọ́yà, kọmúradó rẹ̀ lu Èkó, ó fi lọ́kọ́ dọ́kítọ̀ wọ́n mi sí. Good morning, oh. How are you, Ray? I'm alright, yo. Mama weka. Say good morning, oh. How are you, Ray? I'm alright, yo. Papa ye kò sí jù odò, fún balẹ̀ mo ṣeré. Kọmọradó dáràn. Àgbàdo dáràn. Oh. Popompo hey, ó wọlé pé ó di center. Upon the ojoro will win the cup. Hey, popo hey. Ìpẹ́tẹ̀kọ̀ 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 ìpẹ́tẹ̀kọ̀